Oh, hello and welcome back to CCTV episode 341, live from the Graffiti Forest. Over here you see some local tags. I think that's the street knives marking their territory. They say, don't put your recycling in the wrong bins in our park or we'll give you, what's it called when they cut your throat and pull your tongue out through your throat?
What?
Colombian necktie.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, sort your recycling, that's all I'm saying. We're out here in nature. We have some new things. A new shirt, a new baby cup.
Oh, I guess I'm wearing
a new man.
Everything, huh?
Yeah. A new Minecraft blanket.
It's very nice out here.
This is quite, I like this. This is quite innovative here because the number one problem with the squiggly cup was obviously it's large in stature. You can't take that everywhere. You can't take that on the go.
It's like how you're supposed to do this.
You can finagle a way to take that with you, but look at this. Nice and easy. You can transport this bad boy in any which way you'd like. Complete with the lanyard, you could wear it on your neck. You could loop it around your belt buckle. You could wear it on the side. You could attach it to your backpack on the way to school.
Wouldn't it be cool if there was like a backpack that went with it that had a spot for it and you could put that in your backpack?
I don't know if that's like a legit.
I don't know.
I brought that up.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Teeth, but I mean,
Wouldn't that be cool?
Is it happening or not happening?
This is hypothetical. This shirt is hypothetical.
Hypothetically,
what if there was a milk club shirt and you could have a carton of milk knifed to your chest?
Wait, but that actually
bleed white.
That's not a real idea though.
What? It's hypothetical.
Mine wasn't hypothetical.
Dude, this is hypothetical.
What time is it right now?
What time is it?
It's like 2:30.
It's 2:30 a.m.
Are you tired still?
No, I'm tired. It's like cold out here.
Oh.
But this nice pink blanket is keeping me warm.
I bought it for you at Target. Taking us back.
We got a lot of new merch coming out. And that merch money, hey, that's coming in hot. Isn't that right?
Have people seen any of the other? Have people seen the hoodie? Have people seen this hoodie?
I showed it on BTS last Sunday, but there's a new hoodie.
You can see the back.
We don't know. We're not teasing hard, but there's a new collection coming. Maybe you'll see some shit you've seen on BTS, random episodes. Maybe you'll see it again. Maybe one day you'll have a backpack. It is a little chilly here in the woods.
That's where we have to do our podcast now, because of the harsh filming laws out here in Los Angeles. Isn't that right, bro?
Yes, they're very harsh.
I know that we've done so many podcasts at this point. No one has anything else to talk about. We talked about everything there is under the sun, which is why I have a phone which has a site on it loaded up, ready to go. This is the conversation starter generator.
Do you use that on your dates too?
Yes, when I go out on my dates, as I'm eating my buttered baguette and my cup of water with no ice, I bring this out and I ask questions that are generated. So I'd like to do this for a little bit before we lose track of the topics and go off ranting about the industry.
Kick us off, friend. Kick us off.
Oh, this is a good one. What is the best thing about school/work? What would you guys say is the best thing about school/work? Brett, do you want to go first? What's school like?
Something in the distant past that I know I'll never have to do again. It feels so good.
What's the best thing about work?
When I go into work in the morning, there's an ice cold, sparkling water in a can waiting for me. Or, conversely, the worst feeling is when you go in and you reach your hand in the box and there's just an empty box.
Someone drank it.
Because people at our workplace are constantly taking the last thing and leaving the box in its place.
You're saying the opposite thing. That's not the best thing about work.
Yeah. I'm being ironic.
Dude, you're not supposed to meme. You made this really yourself.
No, those are both true.
You made a shirt that didn't sell very well with that exact quote on it.
You don't know how well it sold. It sold very well.
Okay.
You ran the numbers?
What's the best thing about school/work?
Well, school is pretty recent in my mind, I guess.
Wow. What's that like?
Am I supposed to talk about high school?
Supposed to talk about work. It's saying like if you were like a student, then you talk about school.
You have the option though. Why not do both?
I know. I figured
since it's gonna take up 30 minutes of this podcast.
Okay, I'm sorry. You
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying, go ahead, True.
High school was pretty fun. It was all right. Not too social, but Had some fun in some video media classes.
What's the best thing about it?
Being able to play Halo in class.
Really?
Which
dude?
Halo? Halo 1?
Combat Evolved, yeah. Why are you giving me that look? I'm giving you a smile.
Dude, why are you, first of all, I don't know why you had to look at me to see my approval. It was just weird, caught me off guard that you played like Halo at school. And that was the best thing about school, was that you could play
in
Halo.
Counter-Strike too. The first one.
You played the first Halo in high school?
Yeah, in Counter-Strike 1.6.
Because I played Halo 1 when I was in my college dorms.
Well, it's because on one of the computers,
I'm 14 years older than you.
one of the computers had like a pirated games library, and then we just copied that and pasted it everywhere because we seen one of the seniors just put it on there.
Wow.
And then pretty much the whole class ended up playing, including the teacher too. He'd play Counter-Strike with us.
Sick.
Until the teacher was fired. And then we got a new teacher and we couldn't play games. So.
Why did they fire him?
I don't know the reason.
Probably because he played Counter-Strike with you guys.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I mean, my first guess, I guess.
And in work, I'd say the freedom of just being able to do anything. You know, if you want to break a bookshelf and hurt yourself, you're free to do so.
You just like the freedom, huh? Just you want to play Halo in class? You got it.
I just want to play like Overwatch and then just break a bookshelf. And there's free soda.
I like the soft teas. A lot of soft teases on this episode.
What about you, James? What's your favorite thing about school/work?
Oh, I get to say school too?
I guess it was an option.
Yeah, you're still young.
I didn't really. I think I already talked about school too much.
You
No,
go
I
to
did.
col-
I
you go to
must say
college?
that the pre-IB thing that I talked about last time around, I guess I was wrong on that. So just to correct
It was
that.
actually for gifted
I guess
kids,
it was for smarter people. There was a different class that was for the not so smart people, but we had all of that. So I mixed them up. I don't know. I wasn't in any of them. I was in the mediocre, somewhat middle lane. So I didn't know.
What would that be, like algebra 1 and 2, and then
No, not even.
like
not
stats,
even.
calculus?
I had like one algebra class, so it was like I was a year ahead in math too, and I still didn't hit that point. So, yeah, it's
Do you know the Pythagorean theorem?
it's like a squared, b squared,
Sure,
c
C
squared.
squared.
Yeah, okay, I got that.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
I
No, I mean,
retained
yeah.
something a little bit, but I mean, my math teacher was pretty shit. He just sat at his desk and listened to opera music.
Was that the
He didn't teach
Was that the
anything.
best thing about school? Was the opera music?
Well, that was coincidentally the same class that me and Joe would fuck with people. So like it went in tandem. I guess it kind of groomed me for what I became.
Joe,
a little
was
bit.
the best thing about school?
Yeah, man. Why you gotta bring up those feels?
Well, I almost hate to ask what the best thing about work was.
Damn. I guess it'd be only natural in saying that it's not there anymore.
Wow.
I'm not gonna answer this one.
I mean, we just posted the Guinness World Record first episode, and so I guess I could say like at this point that is pretty cool to see all the feedback and everything off of that. So I'm gonna try to do more with that. I think that's like the big thing for me at the moment, is trying to creatively put that together.
What happened to the Smash series?
You know,
Had a big pile.
yeah,
of cash.
that was mostly you guys turning that shit into. I mean, I should have predicted that it was gonna go downhill, but I was trying to tally up the numbers. Y'all were throwing money at each other. Y'all were gifting each other money.
Yeah.
You were fucking spending the money somehow.
Making bets.
You were
seeing
doing
how many
stuff
pixel
on the
sticks you can
side.
eat.
So I couldn't really keep track of the funds anymore. The amiibos at one day were literally tossed off the table, thrown to the side, and the table was used for something else. So I just kind of, I let that drop off. I didn't feel like bringing
You couldn't
that
just
back,
start fresh and do a new
No,
new day at the
absolutely
horse
not. I am
races?
not going to set all that back up and try to maintain a structure just for it to be completely shattered by everyone involved, because I know how it is here. That's just going to keep happening. So I don't want to do it.
That's just the nature of
gone.
the channel.
That's life, man. Why
It's
do
gone.
anything? Why get a new bookshelf?
Well, you guys
Someone
don't
else is
continue
just
to get
gonna-
nice things if you're going to keep destroying nice things. That's not how it works.
The amiibos
Nice
weren't
things
the
not
nice
coming
things.
back. Those amiibos, I put a lot of work into those amiibos, using a cheat system, and now they're gone. They're gone. I don't even know where half of those amiibos got to.
Dad's mad about the amiibos, guys. I don't know.
Thank you
what
for
we
bringing
should
that
do.
back up.
Yeah.
Forgot about how
like
mad he
another
was
guy.
about the
Upset
There's
about
amoebas.
like a dog over there that's just, I don't know if it lives here. I don't see an owner. Just been walking around.
What? Is it
Oh,
a white dog?
it's laying at the tree.
Yeah, it's laying like by the tree.
Come here.
I don't see it.
Hey. Hey.
Don't
That's
try
somebody's
his
dog.
owner's
The owner was
attention.
right behind her.
Yeah, but like, where's the owner now?
It was, I don't know, he was right over there walking with her.
Sort out the recycling.
Oh, here's a good one.
Wait, is this going to be
What?
depressing? We can't make depressing conversation.
How
on
is
this
that
show.
one depressing? That was the
Subreddit's
last
already
one.
like, they're depressed. Yeah, is it just me, or do they seem like they want to kill
Yeah,
themselves
that's
lately?
the channel.
Yeah, that's us, guys. If you're new to the depression memes, I don't know what to tell you, but that's just us.
I mean, what kind of mindset do you have to be to fucking throw yourself into a table, you know, and break it, or beat your friends violently? Like, that's not a positive person, you know.
Wait, what?
Hey, here's a question: do you have any siblings?
No.
Yeah, I have two.
Yes.
I have two brothers.
I feel like we're on a game show, like a dating game show.
I recently found out I had a sibling. I don't know if I already told that story. If I did, I'll skip it. I think I did.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
You're your half sister.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's move on. What would you want your last words to be?
Help.
That's the like you're okay, so you're just dying.
Yeah.
right?
And I just like, what's the best?
What if
thing
you're on
you
your
can say?
deathbed and your whole family is standing around you?
I'm like, just
They're
let me
like-
live. Help. And then-
Let me live. Help.
Yeah. Just find a way, and then.
And then you
Help.
die anyway. Your
then I
parents,
die,
your
and then-
family watches that.
Well, my parents won't be there.
Well, what if you have bone cancer?
Oof.
Like-
dude, why are you? I guess
it would still be help probably if it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
I'd be-
saying his parents could be there. It's not
I'd
impossible.
probably say, why'd you do this to me?
Damn.
And then
Whoa.
I die.
You said it to your parents?
Yeah, they're the one who gave me these fucking genetics, dude.
That's what I mean.
well,
I wouldn't
why
say
did you
anything.
do this
Wait,
to
how is
me?
cancer? Is cancer genetic? Like
I
what?
don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, there's.
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, there are
Sometimes,
definite genetic markers
I
for
think there's
certain
probably some
types of
studies,
cancer.
but really, come on, like bone cancer specifically.
People are gonna send you like a bunch of articles as to why it is.
That's fine. I love learning. I just love learning so much. What if it's like just? What if it is the family, and you can say whatever you want to this breed of mini Trevors that you've, casted out into the world?
I don't want kids. But if it was my, say, family and extended family, I'd say, I love you guys.
No
And then
20-year-old ever wants kids. This is something you're just like so millennial right now. You're like,
I guess.
I don't want kids. And then your little biological clock tick 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 ticks slower for you.
Yeah, when you see your way out the door, you're gonna be like, shit, I need something to carry this on. You'll rethink it.
I
If
guess
you don't
I
want if you are ignoring your like one of your top 3 biological impulses, what are you doing then? Are you just like you want to have like a wife,
Yeah.
husband or something? You want to just like be happy with someone else?
Just, yeah.
Like what's the end goal 20 years from now? You're just like chilling
Just,
and
yeah,
you're like,
having a good time with my wife.
and then at the end you just like high five. You're like, we did it.
I guess. I don't know.
Fucking go
I don't want to raise a kid. Sounds like shit.
It's because you're a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
If I said, you want to take care of the succulent? You'd be like, no, dude, that's too much responsibility. If I was like, hey, I got this fish at a carnival. You want to take care of this? You'd be like, ew, dude, that's too much responsibility.
No, I don't know. I think I'd take care of an animal.
Yeah.
I had to when I was at home.
What'd you have, a cat?
Yeah, a cat and a dog, yeah. Had to clean up its poop and feed it and walk it.
Well, there you go. A baby's just kind of like that, except it lasts for 20 years.
Yeah, and it's just like,
So do parrots. So do, turtles.
it's like they're less work and just less emotional investment, Like, what if your kid's just fucking stupid and it's just he's a brat?
And he goes, why'd you do this to to me?
Yeah,
Your
so
genetics.
yeah.
Comes full circle, huh?
I
He
don't
goes
want
on
that
the
happening.
podcast just to talk shit about you.
Ooh.
What about you, James?
I wouldn't say anything. I feel like going off of his examples, whatever gets said is gonna stick into the mind of the person that's next to you, whoever it is. And if it comes out wrong,
Yeah, what if you stutter,
if you say
And the
help,
whole-
or you say this is your fault, or anything like that, that person's probably going to fucking go off the deep end immediately after that. Just quietly fall asleep, I think. That'd be the way to go. I'll let the machine do the talking for me. Beep. That'll be it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just nothing, just a stare.
Just nothing. Well, you'll hear
What if they're like, why didn't you
you'll
say
hear,
anything?
It'll be like in like a movie. It'll be like, shh, shh, shh,
It's coming towards us.
And that's it.
Hey. Hey, little friend.
We have a dog visitor here.
Hey there.
Come
Well,
in
this
to
is
say
just
hello.
a blessing.
Whoa. What a cute doggo.
If you didn't like this podcast before, like it for
I
the
don't know.
doggo.
What would you say? Would you have any
Oh, you gotta go?
commentary?
What would I say?
Yeah.
All right.
You know, I agree that you have a profound ability to traumatize people around you with your choice of final words. So if you die screaming in fear, white-knuckled fear, please God, please no, please don't, oh God, I'm so scared, I'm so terrified, that's gonna stick with people. But if instead you were like, dude, I see it. I see pop, pop. And my old dog Sprocket.
Now you're giving them like the idea
Sprocket,
that
come
something's
here.
there.
Sprocket, come here. Okay, good. And they live the rest of their life and they're like, was that his
What if they
brain short-circuiting or?
What if they formally don't believe in that? What if they formally don't believe?
What if it changes their life for
Well,
the
what if
better?
they're just like, what if you just something wrong with your head in the moment?
That's up to them to decide, because I'm gone, baby. I'm long gone.
I think about this a lot. Well, the concept of death. I'm sure we all do. But the one thing
I tried not
Constantly.
to.
The one thing
Every night
that-
around
Yeah, I
3
tried not
a.m.
to-
the one thing that I thought about a lot is like, I know that I hope I'm like, I die later in life, just like I'm sure everyone else. Well, maybe not some others, but like I know that if I something happened right now, that people will say, I guess he wasn't so immortal after all. People are gonna make those jokes.
So you're talking
On
life
Twitter.
on the internet. That's
Yeah.
what they would say.
This-
what about
and-
those?
and this is what
your
keeps me up at
family,
night.
though? What about your family?
My family, they'll
Is
get
that
over
your
it.
like will to live? It's just so
The
people don't
top
make
of
that
your
joke.
list is proving the internet wrong.
No, because I'm not. I mean,
Just
I'm not
until the
immortal.
people
Trying to
decide it's
outlive
no
all of
longer
them?
funny.
So they
I just
die
want to
off.
outlive that concept. That joke can be made.
Well, you can outlive
Within-
that
'cause-
right now. Just change your username.
Well, it's not going to be the same. I think if I stop doing YouTube now, 10 years from now, people probably are going to say that. Maybe some underground forum will like circle that joke, and I'm okay with that. But right now, publicly, there's just too many memes, and it's going to be a thing. So I don't want to die based off of like that, like premonition alone.
And you're in control of your own future.
Some people are in
What does that
control.
mean? He's in
It
control
means
of
he's
when
not
he
tied. He's
dies.
not tied to his username like he thinks he is.
I can just change my name
Yeah.
and like start rapping and stuff. Maybe I'll
you
think
can change
about.
it. You can change
Yeah,
it whatever
you could
want.
have a Minecraft channel one day, and the next day,
Usually
a hip-hop rapping channel.
Usually people change their Minecraft usernames to their real name, so you could just go off of your real name. That seems to like be a trend lately. It's
Or
like
just
Minecraft
change it-
username to real name.
Just change it to some totally arbitrary name if you want. Some really stupid arbitrary
Like
name.
Alex.
Yeah, but spell it weird
Yeah. Olex.
Olex.
or
Yeah.
spell it normal.
That's the name of my World of Warcraft warrior.
Or it could be like Alex, but it's XYZ at the end, so it's like the end of the
You used to
alphabet.
have on your
Oh, that's
Steam
good.
name. You used to
Yeah.
have like Alexo with an O at the end. You used to have that as your Steam name.
Alexo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people caught on.
Oh,
I don't know how. If you had 24 hours to live,
what the fuck?
Dude, what the fuck?
what would you do? These are conversation starters. This is a generator. I'm not making this
Can
up.
we have a not morbid one?
I feel like this is like the conversations we asked in the final video of the channel.
How
And then
do
we
you think
just
the
all
world will
lowered
end?
in our
I don't know.
graves and we sleep for 100. Sorry, go ahead.
That was about asking how do you think the world will end. Okay,
What the fuck?
Okay, well, we got a quick second here. You know what?
am I on
There's
the
a
wrong
lot of big
site?
moments in life. Funerals, weddings. And let me tell you about a brand new sponsor on CCTV. One I've used personally many times for Joel Rubin's wedding. You know, I'm a big shot. I was in his wedding. One of my other friends' weddings. Multiple friends' weddings. Use it all the time. It's easy, you look good, and it's cheap. Cheaper than buying a suit, which I've also done. Quite expensive. Guess what? It's black tux. Everyone wants to look as great as their date at a wedding or special event. Trouble is, there's no way you want to spend the amount of time or money she did shopping for her outfit, or his outfit. TheBlackTux.com is your answer with high quality rental suits and tuxedos delivered to your doorstep. The Black Tux is the easy way for guys to rent suits and tuxedos online. The Black Tux lets you create your look or choose from tons of stylist selected outfits. You know, suits usually retail for like $1,200, but at the Black Tux they start at just $95. Expert customer care has your back every step of the way. It's completely done online. It's nice and simple. With the Black Tux free home try-on, you can see the fit and feel the quality of your suit months before your event. After ordering, your suit will arrive 14 days before your event. If anything is less than perfect, the Black Tux will send you a free replacement right away. When your event's over, you just drop your rental back in the mail. Shipping is free both ways. To get $20 off your purchase, visit theblacktux.com/CCTV. That's theblacktux.com/CCTV for $20 off your purchase. The Black Tux, premium rental suits and tuxedos delivered. It's super easy. They have some truly stylish things. Like, you think I can just go to Joel Rubin's wedding and not look good? No, of course. You pick what you want, mix and match. You don't know your sizes or whatever, they can help you figure it out. You get something that's too big, you can send it back in time. I've done it multiple times. Super easy. It doesn't get any easier than Black Tux. Use it all the time. Glad they're a sponsor. Thank you.
That would have been really helpful back when we got this one a suit, you know? When we had to go in there and we had to do that whole process.
The process of putting like a bunch of chicken finger dressing all over the suit.
You probably shouldn't send it back to Black Tux.
Not the aftermath.
Covered in mustard.
The process of us taking him to get the suit, you know?
That's true.
So I've never gotten a suit myself, like fitted or anything like that, but I could see how
Never
that
had
could
like
be
a
hassle.
wedding or anything?
Nope.
Fitted suit.
No. The dressiest thing I think I've been to is the Dice Awards, probably.
That's a classy event.
Yeah, I mean, when I heard there was like a dress code, that was like it. That was like, I had to. But other than that, no.
They might send us some, tuxedos to try out in a future episode. So if you want to see James in his first ever tux.
Well, no, I had that white one from remember? Yeah.
All right, his first ever Black Tux fitting.
I meant for actual,
Yeah.
for what they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Not to get food all over.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Okay, I'm sorry. What's the next question?
Well, these aren't questions, Brett. These are conversation starters.
Oh,
I
right.
just want to make that clear.
Sorry.
Just to get us boys in the mood, talk to each other.
It's not about death again, is it?
Most of these, I've been noticing there are a lot about death. Like there was a funeral question. I'm not really sure who's writing this, but there's something about getting a Valentine's Day gift. I don't know if you guys have gotten your Valentine's Day gifts, because this question is, have you ever been in love? And now I think there's a couple different parts that you can sort of break this down. Is what is love, and then how do you feel about love in total?
It's deep.
Yeah.
Deep.
It's a little deep.
Romantic
It's a little
love,
deep.
platonic
Yeah, like
love.
I said, Valentine's Day might have already gone by, I guess, by this episode.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are getting a boyfriend or breaking up with their girlfriend, or maybe they're in their basement watching the last season of Naruto. I don't know, dude. What is
A
love?
lot of seasons.
I think we should go with Trevor and then you as there's like a
The counterpoint?
Just talking about like love and stuff.
Me and James can get into it too. Maybe we can throw some love tips in there for all the
Please do. Please throw your
Wait,
love tips.
You're throwing the love tips?
like Cupid's bow,
You think you can? Okay. I don't know. I think love's a pretty scary and deep thing.
Wow.
I think it's a lot of commitment before you can truly say you're in love, I guess.
So you see it as commitment. Love is commitment.
I mean, it should be, right? I mean, because you want to be committed to that. Just, I don't know, dude. You're making me doubt myself for some reason. I hate having conversations with you because you do that, and then it's like, am I saying something wrong?
I just verbatim repeated what you said.
Commitment? Is that with love? Commitment?
You think I'm being condescending?
I don't think you're being. You're being confusing.
Dude, I can't say that word. Like this is already.
Just continue. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I think it's like if you're just truly in love, you're going to be committed to that person.
Stop looking at him.
Oh, sorry.
That's what you're doing. Don't look at him.
I'm trying not to
Don't look
react
at
because
him.
I'm self-conscious.
Don't look at him.
Because it's like he's the one asking. And
No,
okay,
continue.
fine. I think love is something that is deep.
Stop cheesing. I'm not
hate
giving
this.
you that same response.
I guess there's not much more to say that I want to say right now because you guys are.
I'm watching you
anything.
and watching you now.
Yeah,
Now I'm
exactly.
confu- now
See,
I'm
I feel like
confusing.
everyone's just looking at me.
All right, I'll
Well, you're talking, so is this like a social
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Bro, what do you feel
no eye
about
contact, please.
what do you feel about that particular
Love is
dialogue?
patient. Love is kind. It does not envy.
Are you reading this off somewhere?
It does not boast.
What the fuck are you
It
reading?
is not
reading it
proud.
off?
Stupid.
It does not
It's
dishonor
like a
others.
poem.
What the
It is
fuck?
not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in
That's
evil,
not true.
but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
That is not true.
Available for your weddings.
It's not true.
Part-time
No, that's
minister.
true.
I'm
There's a
taking
lot
the
of
course
stuff
this
in there.
weekend.
That's not true.
Let me know.
You think love is keeping track of somebody's wrongdoings? I love you so much, but last week
But
you
I'm
really
saying
fucked up.
that's a case
really
by
fucked
case
up.
though.
Yeah,
There's a case
really-
by case there. I mean, there's some stuff in there that's pretty solidified as like guaranteed.
We got somebody knocking back on this. This is a good
what do you take?
conversation
I mean, it's
starter.
just the Bible, James. It's not a big deal. It's just 1 Corinthians.
Never mind.
Never
mind.
What do you disagree with in this verse?
I don't disagree with the Bible. You know.
Really?
Nope.
What about
now it
killing
sounds
of,
like
what
you
about
got
killing
some-
of gays? What's your stance on that?
I
Stoning them.
Nope.
No?
You agree with it, or you
I'm impartial.
impartial?
And what?
That's not the kind of answer
Stop.
people want.
We got in trouble for this last time.
Yikes.
It's like, maybe, I don't know, it depends on the mood, I guess.
What is love, James? Baby, don't hurt me.
I don't know. I mean, it's commitment.
It's like last time.
It's commitment.
You know, you just take love one day at a time.
You know,
one foot in front of the other, and just keep walking.
Bruce asked me that question on a drunk car ride at the bar down the street.
He asked you, "What is love?"
No, he said to me, "Have you ever been in love, Alex?" And I was like, "Damn, Bruce, how are you gonna hit me with this hard one right now, as I'm so clearly intoxicated?" But I thought about it, and I think I was once. You know, I mean, you probably love your parents, maybe half of them or
Are
something.
we talking about romantic love or
I think
filial
Do
love?
you not love your
Is it
parents?
not universal?
Is that like an iffy thing with you?
Who are you talking to?
But no,
What if
You looking at me?
No, I was looking at Alex.
Oh,
No, I mean, come on, dude, come on. Don't talk about my parents like that.
I mean, you brought it up. I don't
we learned
know.
in Russia you don't make fun of someone's actual mom. You make fun of their momka. It's kind of like the funny joke mom, the meme mom.
Right.
But you never. People will fucking fuck you up if you talk shit about their actual mom.
It's scary.
You better be careful.
I wasn't talking shit.
It's like a lizard earlier, and I'm like watching my back.
saw a
'cause
lizard?
I saw it, and I saw it like run away really aggressively.
Do you think if we saw the lizard and you didn't, we would say something, or we'd let it just crawl up the back of
I
your
don't
head?
know. Some maybe
There it is, right there. It's moving.
see that thing?
Oh, he's right there. Oh my god, look at what the fuck? That is a fucking prairie dog, dude. That's not a lizard.
Dude, what the fuck?
That's
Yo,
an animal.
that is a little fur ball.
Yeah, he's pissed off that we're just chilling
That's a
here.
rat.
Yo, that's a rat, actually, 100%.
Tase
That's
it.
a rat.
Tase it.
That's not a rat.
That's a rat, dude.
That's a rat.
Are you sure it's a rat? Its ears look pretty small.
Yo, give him
rat.
a little cheese cracker.
And then tase
I don't
it.
think a rat dug all these holes.
What do you think we have? I mean, what do you think? It's a prairie dog? He's coming out.
I'm thinking it's some type of
Is that a
like
hamster?
some type of
That's someone's hamster.
Yo, come out here and show yourself.
some type of dirt rodent for sure.
Yeah, that's a dirt rodent.
That's a dirty rodent.
This is the kind of nature you only get in Los Angeles, man.
This is
you
his
come to
home.
a park and chill. This dude's not scared of you. He's like, what? What?
This motherfucker dug all these holes here, and he has to come out by this one where.
And he's like,
Anyway.
who's sitting on my holes? Oh, there he goes. Wow, that was unexpected. Wow, what is he looking for? I wish I could feed you, dude. All right, anyways. Where were we?
I think Alex is talking about love, and then we
Well, I
trailed
think
off.
we've traversed that topic already. I think everything.
Alex
that
is
It sounded
loved
like we're
ones.
about to go into
Alex
something
thinks he
emotional.
loved one time.
I think yeah, in high
And then
school.
he mentioned it was like his parents.
In high school? That you
Well, I
said?
was talking about universal love, which is like when your grandmother's like, "I love you, sweetie,"
Right.
and you feel that love, and you're like, "My grandma loves me," right? And then there's like the romantic love, which is like the you romanticize on the person,
Right.
right? So I feel like I had that in high school with someone that I was with, and then that was like my first initial like relationship, and after that I was like, oh, this is what like beginning a relationship is like. And then I started dating and realized that you don't love everyone that you're in a relationship with. So it's fucking. Anyway, my point was that I was just curious because Bruce asked me, and I was like, do some people like never know what being in love is like? And
So
I
wait,
was
this was
like,
your prompt? This wasn't from the phone. You brought
no, this was on the
No,
phone.
this
This was
the
conversationstarter.com. Maybe it's just asking me personal questions and I'm supposed to fill them out, but
Maybe it's reading you. You got all these questions coming.
maybe it's just my notepad from my thoughts last night. Some people haven't been in love. Sad. But here's one. How long does it take for you to get ready in the morning? How long does it take for you to get ready in the morning?
20
Do you
minutes,
think 20
tops.
minutes?
Out of my bed to the front door, 20 minutes. If I need it to be. Now other days, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta take a shit. I gotta take, You take your time.
That rat.
He's eating the grass on the outside the hole, I think.
What the
when I'm
fuck?
witnessing.
He's just hungry, man.
I think he makes the hole, eats the grass around it, makes another hole, eats the grass around it.
I'd be scared, dude. I mean, I get it.
Well, he's scared because we're talking, but he's like brave enough to eat, so it's like...
Yeah. We're not a hawk, dude. Don't worry.
Well, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't speak our language. Hasn't played this wonderful game. He's never experienced it for himself.
What would you do if you couldn't use the internet or watch TV for a month? 1 month. That's 30 days. That's a lot of hours.
Oh my
What's
goodness.
2,400 times 3? What's that?
I'd probably.
James.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
What?
What's 2,400 times 3?
I don't know, dude. I just said I was in mediocre math.
Wait, what'd you say? How much?
Just what would you do if you couldn't watch TV or internet for a month?
I'd probably dedicate myself to maybe learning the piano, if possible. Get a book or something. Try to learn it.
Oh, you get a book. Okay.
Maybe skateboard.
You know that's like 10 times easier with the internet, though. Now.
Well, yeah, but still, it's just like it's something, and then probably I'll work out.
It's actually impressive how much easier it is with the internet than any book
have,
ever.
Like, a video you can watch and just look at it and have like that clear visual of what you're supposed to be doing.
Because like with piano, it's also usually, either a company makes it or like one person writes the book. And it's like on YouTube, you have all these different people making a video, and they're like, here's an easy way to do this. Here's an easy way to do this. Here's how I learned to do this.
No, it isn't.
Did Mozart, did Beethoven watch the YouTube guide?
No, I guess not.
What do you mean an easy way to do this? It's playing the piano, dude. Either you learn or you don't.
I think they had the ability to like keenly reproduce notes, not only like in their head, but they had like 2 brains.
Beethoven had 2 brains.
Beethoven had 2
Wow,
brains.
well, and there's some trivia I didn't know.
Let those muscles release that energy. Now tense your buttocks and abdomen, then release. Your psychic abilities are already there.
I just I'd eat probably a good amount, for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't work out. No, I would just eat phenomenally.
Like out of boredom, really?
Out of boredom.
How you gonna get the food? No, Amazon Prime delivery or anything like that. You're gonna have to go out and get it.
You can call. There's menus and they have phone numbers, so you can call a place and they can deliver to you.
Phone is still good.
I would imagine, right? Phone. That's not TV or because you.
No smartphone, probably, but regular phone.
I'm saying like regular
Rotary.
phone.
Yeah, because you don't have Wi-Fi or internet. You just
All right.
That's a
You
lot.
just have
That's
the
a
phone
long
service.
time to be like just disconnected.
just
dude.
a month.
I can't believe people actually do that. Like the Amish, they just don't ever tweet. Or
I know
nothing.
about those folks.
How are they gonna
country
get?
was founded.
It doesn't sound that bad.
They didn't have
being
to tweet,
without
dude. They
internet
just-
for a month.
Sounds.
I guess you could read newspapers to like keep up with current events if you wanted to.
Or just not, and just
not keep up with current events.
Just be with yourself, Go fishing. Just think about
They
life.
got enough shit that they do on a daily basis to keep them busy, I think.
Here's the thing, like the other day, we talked about like there was an earthquake, right? And I felt it for like 2 seconds. And I went on Twitter and there's an LA Quake bot which tweets every time there's a quake, and you can be like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. If you didn't have that ability, what do you do? Do you
Well,
just
I've been cutting that like. Sometimes I lay on my bed and I feel it shake, and I'm thinking.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, what do you mean, what do you do without the robot that tells you?
for 2 seconds?
You're just still in an earthquake. What does it help you?
It wasn't.
He's saying
like,
he's unsure.
I wasn't
so
sure.
He needs the
You're
confirmation.
like,
I wasn't
is
sure.
it the moon god stomping his feet?
I guess
or
you know.
is it
I was
an
gonna say,
earthquake?
What if I don't know? A number of things could have happened.
You just yell out your window next to your neighbor.
CBM and just
Did you feel that too?
Maybe I'm having a stroke.
Did you feel that?
I guess you would just yell out the window. Hey, anyone else feel that? Yeah, I felt that too.
Or
man.
you'd have to wait until you see him when you're taking the garbage out or something and be like, did you feel that last week? What the fuck?
Oh
Just
fuck,
quick
dude.
question:
Yeah,
did I have a stroke last night, or was that an earthquake? Because I was laying in my
Dude.
bed like,
I think I'm so out of touch. I forgot the concept that you could just talk to your neighbor about. Shit.
I usually just think when those earthquakes like happen, it's either like Jacob or Asher filming them just like falling on the ground or something during their stream.
that's an earthquake.
No, it's like because they can be pretty radical with their movements. They can
Pretty radical.
instead of just falling, maybe
Yeah.
they're trying to have a seizure on stream or something, and they're like stomping around and doing flips. And sometimes I think like, is the whole house shaking because of that, or it's just something like that. Because I usually don't think it's an earthquake, I guess, until like moments later. Because my first thought always when there's a loud sound, it's one of my roommates.
You're in bed usually by the time they're doing this? You go to bed like pretty early?
Sometimes it depends. Like if I go to the gym and I get tired, I'll just lay in bed and listen to music.
Put on your nightcap.
Yeah.
Put on the gown.
My robe.
Blow out the candle.
Have you felt one up there yet?
I feel like I felt one recently in the past like
You
week.
feel like you felt it, or like you know?
Like an earthquake?
Like, are you going off of anything? Or you just feel like you
He
felt
needs that
it?
confirmation.
Oh, no,
That's what
the bed's like shaking, so it's like it's just like I'll shake like that a little bit, and then like it's not very long, so like.
Did you ask Did you ask Jacob or Ash?
No, because they're busy, screaming.
What if they would have felt it too? What if they didn't feel it and then you're in his situation?
They probably didn't feel it because they're up and around and doing
Yeah,
stuff.
but so you didn't ask them, right? So you had
Nobody talks to each other
Yeah.
anymore, man. Nobody talks to your neighbors, to your friends. We're all isolated, man.
I had the experience of like,
It just seems
the
like
whole-
such a small talk to be like, "Did you feel the earthquake?" He's like,
Such a small talk.
That is small.
Like,
Yeah.
you'd start talking to them and you'd have to keep talking to them afterwards. It'd be so
Ew,
boring.
That's gross, man. What the fuck?
Not a fan of small talk.
even my dad's like so stoic, but he'll still be the next morning like, "Hey, did you feel that earthquake last night?"
Most people check in on natural disasters.
Yeah, like a potential natural disaster, like just to be like confirmation. You and I both felt that, right?
Yeah.
Because when I felt it, it was such a weird experience of like, it wasn't just my bed shaking.
Right.
It was like the whole building and like me. I was like taken out of place. It was a weird experience to have, which is why I sat there and I had to look up to be like, oh, that was indeed.
I guess mine wasn't that dramatic. Mine was just like, because it was in the dark, so like I couldn't see, I guess, the house moving or something. It was just like the
But it's just weird that you wouldn't confirm it at all, or just like
I
care
don't
at
know,
all.
because it was like nothing broke or nothing. I'm not dead, so it's like it's moments past.
But then nothing in your head's like, what if I'm just crazy and my bed just shook because I had a spasm?
I think I might just assume it is just an earthquake rather than like I'm crazy, because it's just. I guess maybe like I could think it might have been like a muscle spasm or something, and my leg just shake. I don't fucking know, dude.
You guys know what's not crazy?
What's up?
Saving money using the free browser extension, Honey. Welcome back, Honey. Longtime sponsor. Guys, you'd never turn down free money, right? That would be crazy. Well, if you shop online without the best coupons, you're already paying too much. Fortunately, there's a free browser extension called Honey that automatically finds the best coupons on the web, so you always get the best prices on everything online. In 2 clicks, add Honey to any browser for free. Then shop like you normally do. Honey scans and tests millions of coupons in the background. At checkout, Honey will automatically apply the best coupon to get you the biggest discount. Over 7 million people use Honey every day, and together they've saved millions of dollars. When Honey's got your back, you'll never overpay for anything ever again. What's the last thing you used Honey for?
I think it was for Papa John's, to be honest. Or no, wait, I bought a keyboard last night.
Ooh.
A little like very old shitty keyboard just for the fun of it, and then I got to use Honey and I saved like $5 from a different seller.
That's a fresh story. I say Papa John's every week, so I'm glad you had some fresh commentary.
Yeah, I was gonna say Papa John's because that is what I use at last, but then I got a piano last night, and so.
There's no reason not to add Honey to your browser today. It's free, takes just seconds to install, and will save you tons of money. Add Honey to your browser for free right now at joinhoney.com/CCTV. That's joinhoney.com/CCTV.
He's back again.
Why don't you go and just look into the hole and see what kind of home he's living in?
And he'll really be scared.
Do you think
Yeah.
you'd want people just looking into your home just to see what
If I
kind of
was
home
an
you're
animal,
living?
maybe, dude. Maybe I'm proud of what I made. Maybe I made a great big hole.
That's what being on YouTube is like, dude, basically.
Yeah.
Because, like, imagine you're a beaver and you made a dam and just like, well, no one can really see this beauty I made.
People love beaver dams, man.
Yeah.
The beavers like, look how big of a dam we made, and no hunters come out and just start fucking blowing their dam up with them inside of it.
People do that?
Well, are we almost done with this podcast? Well, it's
You don't want to talk about any like.
Well, I said I could like
conversation
More
starters?
pressing issues.
Well, no, I have a last one I could do.
Yeah, do a last
Is it about
one.
death?
No.
Okay.
All right, this person has obviously grown up since their previous randomly generated topics. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not like, it's like user submitted?
I don't know. It's a site It's called conversationstarters.com. I pulled it up randomly for the sake of this podcast.
Yeah.
This is the last one here. Okay. It is, what is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Wow, I'm gonna blank out on that one.
It's a little bit of a thinker, for sure. You can't just, off the top of your head, what's the best advice?
I don't have good
You know?
memory to begin with, so to like search for something like that.
And then you have to be like, who's the person that gave it to me? Or maybe I read it on a fortune cookie. You know, that's the other
You have
half
a false
of that
memory of
conversation.
some Reddit comment you read one time on the Explain to Me Like I'm 5 subreddit, and then you're like, oh yeah, my grandpa, he's the one that told me that. Then I realized my grandpa's been dead for like 15 years. I'm like, oh.
I mean,
Yeah, that was Reddit.
as long as because everyone has like a grandpa thing. Because grandpas usually give the best advice, right? That's the idea. They've been around long enough.
That's the
to,
stereotype.
Like, grandmas too give good advice too.
I had to threaten my grandpa as a child to get him to like me, so
You had to threaten your grandpa to like you?
yeah.
And what was his advice?
He didn't have any advice for me. He just didn't want anything to do with me because he was this old, mean drunk. My uncle taught me how to play, you want thunder or you want lightning? So that was the first thing I walked up to him and I said, you want thunder or you want lightning? And he's like, oh, my little grandson's a fighter. All right, because he didn't like my dad. So then he loved me. So he taught me that sometimes violence or the threat of violence is a language you can speak, especially with the elderly.
My grandpa just collected trains.
Do you have any solid advice?
Is he still around?
Yeah, he's still around. That one is. Other one farted a lot, but he's passed.
I think all grandpas fart, man.
Yeah, but
honest.
it's like
All
his-
grandpa's fart. That's
Look at the
wisdom.
corgis.
He had like
There's 2
diabetic
corgis
farts.
over there.
Show me.
2 little corgis.
This is a great park. What park are we in? Elysium, that movie with Matt Damon? Elysian?
Look at them go.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
That's good advice. I think that's more like you learned it the hard way. It's like achievement unlocked advice.
Yeah, it's true.
And Trevor, you got nothing, just your grandpa farts a lot.
I'm trying to think of something that's actually
You learned
real.
that.
My
What
grandpa
about you?
taught me how to like crush bees in like these flowers.
So he's
He was
teaching a lesson now.
He was
Crush
very,
bees?
Yeah, so like he had a decent sized backyard, and every year once the like these bushes would start to sprout out with these ginormous flowers, we get a lot of bees, and so he just didn't give a shit. He would grab them and crush them in his fucking hand. He's got like, I mean, I couldn't do that, but like he had like a better method for me where I just kind of like and kind of get them like that. I don't feel like I could do it as well anymore, but since I had to do it in the backyard quite a bit, I learned how to like scoop them up.
How to destroy pollination.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I killed a lot of them. And
Our
Any bees or
grandparents were
like-
bad influences.
they
guys.
were the big fat ones, those big
bumblebees?
They were
Yeah,
farters. They were bee killers.
Why'd you kill the bumblebees? They're
They-
the ones that don't sting.
Hey. I followed his regulations. It was the way he ran his backyard. I wasn't gonna say no.
You were just following orders.
I wanted a place to play. So I mean, I wasn't gonna give that up. If I had to go out there and kill some bees to maintain that spot.
You don't think it was like your mom's advice?
No,
That was the best one. The one
it
to
was
like
totally
watch
his.
out for transgenders in West Hollywood.
Yeah, she gave me that advice.
Was that the best advice you've ever received? Do you think?
The Wilson family advice here. It's all over the place, guys.
My mom gives a lot of good advice. I had said previously the go-to excuse for her
Oh yeah.
in terms of getting out of anything, contracts, any kind of obligations, any kind of things that are usually set in stone, but not necessarily. They just tell you it's set in stone, but she tells me to use death in the family. So I use that if I need to. She says, you bring that up, no one's going to argue with you that you have a death in the family. They say sorry for your loss and they give in to whatever you want. That came from her. So if you need to return something, or this was actually, that doesn't really work. There was another method to returning stuff, but you need to get out of anything. Had a death in the family, I have to actually drop this contract. You know, sorry.
That's what we're doing with RT.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You think that Lewis would, what do you think Lewis is going to say if I say, hey, I had a death in the family, sorry, this contract is now null and void,
He's gonna say,
whether you like it or not?
He's going to say, I'd step over 20 of your dead family members to get you to sign this
You're
contract.
fucking sick. I'd be like, all right, well, then I'm taking this shit to the internet. After what you just said to me, you just
He's
said
like,
this
prove
to
it.
me.
Prove I said it, bitch.
I
Prove I
don't
said it, you
have
little
to.
bitch.
I don't have
You
to.
think I can't bury a piece of shit like you? You think your fucking millions mean shit to me?
Well,
We'll fucking roost your teeth, bitch.
All right, I don't know where this heat is coming from, but I had a death in the
never
family.
raised his voice in front of me for any reason ever.
In fact, just thinking about it, I had 2 deaths in the family, so I hope you feel real good about yourself.
Thinking about it.
Now that I thought about it. 2. There's 2 deaths in the...
Wow.
Deal with that.
Deal with that. Yeah, amen.
Well, Grandma just told me to be happy, man.
Oh.
Just gotta keep yourself happy, because if you got no one else, you got yourself.
Wow. No one else is gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Gotta do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's good advice. That's probably the only good advice of any of the advice we talked about.
Yeah, I was trying to be like, send some positive waves out there.
vibes. Posy vibes only.
I don't know, dude. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be cropping up with this death in the family excuse, and you watch how many times you can get out of stuff with it.
But now people are going to be using it all the time.
That has a pretty long cooldown. I mean, come on.
Absolutely, yes, it does. But you have you got a pretty good grace period with it.
I used car broke down in college. That's always a good one. Why can't you just go to that? So
that just seems like that's like any kid's excuse though. It's like a dog ate my homework kind of deal. You got to go further than that. You got to go where the scale is tipped so far in your favor.
You just message your professor, I'm dying. I'm terminally ill. I can't.
I wouldn't go that far. You don't
help. I'm dead. Help.
I have a rare eating disorder and I can't make it to class today.
That didn't come off authentic at all though.
Say whatever Trevor was gonna say on his deathbed. Just scream it into the phone. I'm so scared. Please, I don't want to die.
You text him that. I message at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Help! I'm scared. I don't want to die. What?
You have a pretty good grace period on that too, probably.
Good.
Come back, just like
Turn your phone off. Write it out. Wow. Well, thank you for these great questions.
What were you gonna say, Trevor? You were starting.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I was just gonna say. I mean, I didn't realize we were gonna do just a simple be happy advice, but I did have a call with my dad a week ago.
Why do you feel why are you downplaying the advice my grandmother who passed away gave to me?
Why are you making me feel
Oh
bad?
my God!
Because you just downplayed her advice.
No, because
I didn't think it was gonna be so simple. Be happy.
You don't have to be defensive. You can be like, yeah.
I'm
downplaying.
Why are you helping him downplay that advice?
I'm an enabler now.
It's just I don't know.
Sometimes advice, man.
When you brought up the
advice is what?
Advice is unique advice.
Advice goes through generations, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. Maybe you should save this much for your, last pay stub so you can put it into a cryptocurrency. That doesn't have to be advice that you get in this day and age.
It shouldn't be advice you get.
Be happy. Or something simple. A penny earns, a penny saved.
Not all advice passed down is good advice, so you're lucky.
I feel like it's passed down to successful advice. Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be passed down. That whole tree line would just be annihilated. Say for instance, Napoleon's probably not hey, you gotta invade Russia during the winter. That's not advice that's being passed down.
You talked about Napoleon yesterday too.
I did. I wanted to bring him up. I was gonna talk about Hitler and don't start conflicts with 2 countries at the same time, but that's everyone knows that.
That's not alright.
Don't start shit. There won't be shit. Well, what is it, Lindsay? It's not a rat. What is it? A dwarf hamster living in his field burrow? This isn't a Nickelodeon cartoon. This isn't David and the Gnomes.
It's just probably a prairie dog. Looks a little bit like a groundhog.
Dude, I want to know about his conversation with his dad that he was talking about before.
Sorry, he was shitting on this advice that I gave.
Stop shitting on people's advice.
I'm giving
what
you
was your
this
phone
now.
conversation?
I had a call with my dad about a week ago, and he just gave me advice and just never let anything really just worry you, and just always do your best to be happy, even if you're feeling down. Even just thinking about being happy can help sometimes. And
think it till you make it. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Till you make it. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
his is kind of like think it till you
You said
make
think,
it.
not fake.
Yeah, that's kind of his. His is like think it until you are it, essentially.
A positive mindset.
But he reassured me. He was like, ever since you left, you know, you've grown so much.
That's true.
You went from a boy to a man. I was like, thank you, Dad.
Very
But
true.
the family farm is dying. I need you to come home right now. Please. My eldest son, my birthright, come home.
Dude, I'm the youngest,
Oh.
but I'm the only accomplished one.
The only accomplished one.
Yeah,
oh my
damn.
God, with the casual.
Do you feel like
Burn on his
Do you
brothers.
feel like you've progressed too far in the course of like barely 2 years?
Like success is just too much at
you-
this point.
No, not like. No, I mean like in terms of
feel
your
like-
growth, because you're like I grew up and like I mean
I feel
you're
like-
drastically different than when you were year one. So
Yeah.
do you
Icarus
feel like
flew
it
too
went
high?
too fast? Do you think it
I
too
feel like in
fast?
some aspects maybe it did go too fast because I'm just not mentally prepared for some stuff, and that's just a personal thing. But
I would have,
some
at
things
20
are just,
years old, dude, if you have that click of just like,
Sometimes it's good to be ahead, you know? I'm probably double my age in my mind, and when I actually get there, I'll be prepared mentally.
When you get there, you'll be dead.
you're 50,
Yeah, my body
you're
will give
52.
out.
Fucking dementia
I guess that
at
kind of
that
makes
point.
sense. You go to like horse track races, like
Yeah.
you live near like a retirement center.
Preemptively. Yes.
yeah,
So you do think it went too fast?
A little bit. I think some things kind of hit too hard. Like I went from like Joe taking care of me, in the sense of like he just took care of the apartment and the bills and all that.
What
and
a
then
babysitter.
yeah, Aaron did the same. And then you know once they're gone, it was somehow it was on to me to be in charge of.
Well, it sure wasn't going to be Asher, I'll tell you that.
It was dealing
It'll
with
hit him
rent, the
eventually.
landlord, all that, cleaning the house because the house gets messy. You know, sometimes it's like I had to clean everyone's dishes before Christmas break or anything. But
Oh, what's that like when I go into an office every day? Clearly hasn't created any empathy.
but
It's just only resent. Only see resent.
I didn't anger.
It helps you out though in the long term, I think.
Yeah,
like,
I think-
in
I think-
a way,
yeah.
you want to be more independent. And
Definitely don't want to
everything.
be babied until the time comes. Definitely helped just being thrown in there because now I have that experience, I guess.
I mean, as bad as like a roommate situation can get, it's still
It's not that bad.
It's nice at least initially, because I went through the same thing when I moved out, but it's like with 5-6 other guys at the same in the same juncture. You can kind of lean on people a little bit until you're forced to do like what you just described. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like at this point I could probably just on my own get my own apartment and not have to like lean on someone else to do it for me, unless I need a co-signer because maybe my credit score's not too good. But
build that shit up.
I have.
Build that shit up.
I've been building it up since I think like June of last year. I've been building up credit. But for some reason, when I call up SoCal for rent, you know how they make you pay like a deposit? I didn't have to, but the LADWP made me pay a fucking huge deposit for some reason. Like one said my credit score was good, and the other was just like no.
Oh yeah, I bitched about that when I first. Yeah,
It's like $300.
That fucking payment thing. That even when they did a credit check for me,
But it's like the other one was fucking fine with it. What the heck, man? I gotta pay.
gotta build that credit. That's some advice right there. Build that
Are you
credit.
talking about SoCal
Build that
gas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They checked for my credit score and stuff if I had to pay for a deposit. But then I called up LADWP and they said it wasn't good enough and they charged $300 for it.
Yeah, just to make sure you're not gonna fucking use the power and run, dude.
And then I read up online about like getting your deposit back with them, and it's all just like 1-star like reviews and people complaining how they can't get their deposit back and they call like months after.
So
still.
what's the advice that you would give
Build your
based
credit.
off of that?
I'd say build your credit before you fucking do bills.
That was one thing my mom did for me. That she built my credit so far in advance that like by the time I was at 18, I think I started it at 18. But like I can sign for pretty much anything, depending on whether or not something shits the bed. Obviously, is on my name
James,
was on
you could
the
just
fucking
like buy
Couch House,
whatever. Like it doesn't. You don't even need credit at this point in your life.
Hey,
Like
I do need credit sometimes. They still credit check me for the fucking Couch
Like,
House.
you're talking about poor Trevor's getting fucking like $300 like on his deposit alone. You're talking about like your third house and how you're building up credit. Like
What?
All right.
Anyway,
this podcast is basically over. Do we want to do housekeeping or do we not want to do housekeeping? You want me to do the housekeeping?
I was gonna say, where's Anna at the end of it? And just, I mean, if you want to do housekeeping, you can.
What's
Hate to ruin the joke.
I don't know what that
For those, I like to save the only juicy bits for the very, very end of the podcast, so then nobody watches them.
Okay.
So no, actually nobody knows. Anna, yeah, she went back to Colorado to be closer to her family.
That's where she was going?
She's still in the bathroom at work.
No, for real. She went back to Colorado?
Yeah, she went back to Colorado.
Oh.
Be closer. Her sister's starting to have a family. Let's be close to the family. Da da da. None of our business.
Why won't her system just move out here? Fucking LA dudes.
She left on
raise
good
a kid.
terms.
In LA.
Jacob, who was formerly your editor, is now officially a part of Cow Chop.
I didn't know you were gonna go that deep into stuff, but
It's
yeah.
nice to have
Is
good
it
news
that
to
deep?
balance bad
I mean,
news.
it's not,
Don't
but
you
I think for me it would be because people probably have more questions for me than in
I'm
terms of.
surprised they
Jacob's
don't
move
already,
over.
considering you have less edited videos and more streams and stuff.
Yeah, but I kind of substituted out. Like I had a good system going, I think, over the holiday. And for the record, it was my decision to move him over. Like none of these guys, like said anything like about moving him over. It wasn't like a
You
fucking.
hold a gun to your head.
No, you didn't do anything like that. It was my choice to do that in terms of the Cow Chop help. And I felt like doing those streams, the test runs over the holiday, I didn't see much loss, thankfully. So I kind of wanted to stick to a system like that. Obviously, I had a wrench thrown in with a YouTube copyright bullshit, but I'm just gonna figure it out on my own, I guess. So it was my own gracious doing. I gave him up, but he's been better suited for the Cow Chop operation, obviously, than editing Mario Maker videos every fucking day. So yeah, I'll figure out my own deal as we go on. But yeah.
So we got one in, we got one out. And at the end of this month, our baby boy is going to take a little vacation time. He's going to go home. You take some time off, spend some time with the folks.
I'm gonna sleep for a whole year, dude.
And sleep for a whole year.
And never wake up.
Yeah. What if you like it out there and you never come back?
I'm not gonna like it out there.
Montana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna actually like it? Like, I feel like that was a little jokey to like get the point across.
Oh yeah.
What?
Just that conversation was a little jokey for people watching.
You guys
to
need
get
a
the point
conversation
across.
It's not a
starter. Do you need
It's
a
not a
conversation
joke.
starter?
We'll say exactly what we
Trevor's
just said.
gonna take
but
a little
say it in
vacation.
serious term.
All right, let's
You're gonna
delete
take a little.
that. Okay.
Trevor, you're gonna take a little vacation at the end of this month. Take some time off, spend some time with the family.
Yep. Just recollect myself a little bit. Let the creative energy come back and come back with some funny more.
What the fuck?
Some meme edits. Some funny meme edits.
What if you never come back?
Well, then something happened at home, and gosh, I hope it's nothing bad. That's what
Hopefully you didn't die screaming in front of your family.
Yeah, and
It's a lot
screaming
of
for help.
morbid talk. I hope it's nothing bad.
Hopefully,
either for
hopefully I
the-
don't fall into like
for
some
the record.
deep pit of sadness.
You're
or
still gonna be
something.
in videos though, right?
I assume so. Yeah.
We're banking a lot of videos for your vacation. It's like
Maybe
you won't
people-
even notice if I
Maybe
hadn't said
well,
anything.
I mean, maybe people will like my absence. Who knows? Maybe you guys will realize
Oh my God.
something you didn't before.
You can't
realize the
still
real
be in that
Trevor was
mindset.
inside us.
I feel like you had more mixed reaction in year one than this year. I feel like.
Yeah, I think I've been fine with not caring about what people think. I think some fans are retarded, but that's all right.
We're the only people that matter.
Yeah.
And we like you.
Sometimes when fans go up to you and they scream "big pussy" behind you, I
Dude,
think,
that's been like haunting him for like 2.5
I had
years.
your back at that
Oh,
same
you
exact
did.
moment,
You
though.
did. I know.
I right away.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
Sometimes
saying.
fans,
You think
No,
I like
dude.
that one kid throwing fucking Taco Bell taco at me in RTX where we were like pent up animals like for 12 hours? They're
I
just
do
throwing
anything
food
in
at
that?
us.
Did I do
Someone
anything in
threw a
that case?
taco at you? What are you talking
No,
about?
remember it was our RTX like booth and we had to sit there at the booth and
Yeah.
play like Smash.
Did
with
I do
decks.
anything or no?
No, no one did
creatures.
I didn't do
anything.
anything.
No one did anything, dude. It was like fans throwing food.
I have a story from
They were like
RTX.
stealing our shit, dude.
All right, go out on the story. Let's go. Ready? Go.
Remember we met the moderators?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was moments before, but I had to go throw up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And like
The Reddit moderators.
Yeah,
This
but
was
a
at
couple
last year's
fans-
RTX, yeah.
A couple fans were trying to like follow me in, and then the Guardian.
the bathroom?
Yeah, and the Guardian stopped them. Like she blocked off the bathroom because like there's a whole group of fans, and like I was ready to throw up, and so I went to the bathroom and threw up, and like I came out and there's like fans like there, and I was probably looking really sweaty and pale, and I was just like, and I got pictures with them. So a couple of those pictures, just I look dead. But
They could smell the vomit on your breath, and you're just like, hey guys.
I mean, you can explain it to them. You can say, you know, hey, like, cause sometimes we'll get shooed from A to B or something. Sometimes it's like,
Listen, I
look,
just fucking puked. We want
shit.
You're like, oh, you're hurting me.
I remember I was walking when you guys were recording the Behemoth video. I was walking by and people were like, "You okay, Trevor?" And I'm just like, And I went to the back and I was just sitting there.
Thank God for the Behemoth and having their little area that we can just
They're
hide
really
in.
nice. They're very nice to me because they got me like medicine and water, and it was great.
Guys, we lost another one.
And it helped. Lost another what?
What, dude?
Oh, you're awake.
He's dead?
He's dead. He's
Yeah,
out.
that's my RTX
Dude,
story.
no, this is like, people actually do this out here.
And it
Be
seems
homeless in a
relaxing.
park? Yeah.
Die.
Jeez.
Well, real soul-searching CCTV this week. Thanks for the questions, Alex. Good luck with your new life, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Whatever.
Whatever.
Kumite.
What you say?
Got a karate life with my karate wife. 2 karate kids in our karate home. A karate dog. He's got a karate bone.
Karate. Train your body.
In time, it trains your mind.
You got a parakeet. He's a karate bird. When he chirps a tweet around the block he's heard.
Karate. Train your body.